Hi beautiful people, welcome or welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Natasha and I would like for you to subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. If you have, thank you so much for subscribing, for watching my content, for interacting with my content, and to everybody who shares. I really appreciate it. Yeah, I'm really excited. I am filming this on a Wednesday night and I am supposed to be uploading it tomorrow, and by the grace of God we will make it. Okay. But anyway, so today I am bringing you guys 10 lessons that I have learned in my final year, and most importantly 10 lessons that I have applied in my final year and will continue to apply for the rest of the semester, and hopefully they can be able to teach and help someone else who is struggling. So yeah, without wasting any amount without wasting any time, let's get straight into it. Okay, so first of all, I bought a ring light. Yay! If you guys don't know, my ring light was not working anymore. I still have it. Don't really know what I'm gonna do with it, but yeah, anyway, I bought a ring light. I'm really excited, and I am starting with my classes next week and I'm so excited about it. Anyway, let's get straight into it. I have my journal here, which is super cute. It was a birthday gift. And yeah, okay, so lesson number one. Be honest about where you are academically. I think it's so important to be able to review yourself and be honest about where you are. A lot of the times we move from first year where we get 90s and then we go to, okay, maybe that was a bit of a stretch, but we move from first year where we get like 80s and 70s, and then we go to second year where we get like 60s, but you think it's just a phase that it's gonna pass, and then third year you're dropping, but still you're not being entirely honest. So chances are you're putting in the same amount of work for a different level of studying, you know what I mean? There's no way that you can put in the same amount of work in your third level as you did in your first level and expect the results to still be the same. So evaluate where you are, what your marks are saying about you, and be honest about that so you can be able to start making changes that are gonna help you. That is the first one. The second one, which I have had to learn very quickly this year, is to find a study partner. Guys, I can't tell you how important this was for me. When my first accounting results came out this year, it's almost like a brick hit me on my face. I was like, what? They weren't as bad, but for me relatively it felt a little disappointing. So I immediately reached out to one of my friends, Abby. She's my study partner, so we've been studying together and gradually improving together over the semester. So yeah, my marks ended up improving by like 25% by the time I wrote my June exam. Yeah, so find a study partner. Do not hesitate. Do it as soon as you can, because having a study partner is going to tell you a lot about the things that you don't know you know. Like, I had to learn a lot about the things, especially in tax. There's so much information that I skip over when you guys, the textbook is this big. I'm not complaining, but you can't like study everything in detail. So there were some details that I tend to skip, and I had to learn that I needed to know them from my study partner. So you get to be able to find out what you don't know, but another thing is that when you teach someone else, you also get to learn, you know. It's very important that it helps you to polish your study skills as well, and also learn how other people are studying and how other people are excelling, you know. Number three which I mentioned or brushed over, is to re-evaluate and assess your study methods. This one is so critical because a lot of us tend to stick to the same thing even if we know it's not working, you know. I was doing auditing last year, for example, and my final mark was in the 60s, you know, at the end of the year. It was a little disappointing, but I knew that theory is not my strong suit, you know. So this year I decided to find a different way of studying it, and my marks have improved significantly, which I'm so grateful for. But find a study method that works for you, you know. Learn the different kinds of study methods. If it means walking around your room and singing whatever you're studying, do that, you know. But for me, I realized that when it comes to theory, I lacked the concentration, because usually with numbers and calculation, I am able to easily get into the jam. Like I just flow with numbers. But with theory, I have to read and reread and reread. It's boring. No offense to all my law girls and, you know, other theory courses, I don't know. But anyway, yeah, like it's boring. It was very boring for me. So I didn't know how to concentrate properly. But I found a method. I would just record myself and replay it over and over and over again, but also doing as many question papers as you can also really helped me. So in case it helps someone. Number 4 is to always learn from your past mistakes, aka fetch your script and see where you went wrong. Most times I worked in the maths department at DFC, and a lot of kids do not fetch their scripts. Guys, fetch your scripts. Like, find out what you did wrong. Even if you got like 98%, go and find out where that 2% was lost so you can be able to get it next time. Go check the memo, what the memo says is the correct answer, and do better next time, you know. But yeah, it is probably one of the most important things you can ever do for yourself, because if you got 60%, it means you don't know 40% of the work. Go and learn the 40% of the work. But at the same time, it's like the idea that you wrote a test and you thought everything you wrote was what you knew, right? So to your best knowledge, that's what was correct, right? So it is very important that when the marks come out and they say 65%, you go and you fetch your script and you find out what you did right, so you can do it again and again, and you find out what you did wrong so you can check the memo and see what is the correct one and then change it going forward. It's so important. I can't even, it's crucial. Okay, you're welcome. Okay, number 5 is set realistic goals for every module based on how your performance has been so far. I mean, a lot of us would have loved to get 100% for every module, but that's not always possible. So set realistic goals, as in, for example, just giving an example, I am doing 4 modules, for example, accounting, tax, finance, and auditing. I am really good in tax and finance, not very good in auditing, for example. So I can't say I want to get 90% for accounting, 90% for tax, 90% for finance, 90% for auditing. Because if I tend to overstretch like that, chances are I will not get any of those 90% that I have set, because those goals are unrealistic for all 4 of my modules, right? Because I am not very good in auditing. I can say I want to get 75% for auditing. That's more realistic, because I have been getting 50, 50, 50, and then next thing you want to get 90% for your exam. Sure, it's nice to be hopeful, but at the same time, it's not realistic. And chances are, at some point, your brain will know that it's not realistic and will just give up. Like, I wouldn't even get the 90 anyway, you know? So set realistic goals according to your performance. And yeah, and try to achieve those goals. You know, like you don't just say 90% and then you sit. You have to work your butt off. You have to really work, so you can get that, you know, whatever your goals are, you know. Yes. Number six is to consult, guys. Whew. Consult, guys. Like, I can't stress this enough. So probably you guys don't know, but I started tutoring this year with UJ. I am tutoring first years accounting, and guys, my kids don't consult. Like, they don't consult, and it breaks my heart when they don't do very well. And it's like, you could have come to me or gone to your lecturer and we would have easily helped you. And the thing is, once the modules that we do, once you understand the basics and the concepts and the foundation, you're able to carry that. Like, they don't change, the concepts don't change. So consult, go and ask for help. There's no point in you doing past papers and then getting stuck, especially if the past papers don't have memos. But even if they have memos and you don't know how they got a certain amount, or why a theory a theory question was approached the way it was, it is very important for you to go and ask, so we can explain. Why am I saying we? My God, I don't know nothing, guys. So your lecturers can explain, and your relevant tutors. Okay, number 7 is to never skip lectures. I've never really skipped any. I think I can count on one hand how many lectures I've skipped from first year, because for me, I have this I tend to memorize things when they're said by other people a lot better. Like when I'm in class and the lecturer is explaining something, if I grab it, I don't even need to study it. That sounds like bragging. I do need to study it a lot, but my thing is, I won't need to teach myself, right? Which is very hard for me to do. I don't focus very well, so I attend lectures, because those lectures, especially lectures where they also do examples in class, those examples will stick and I will understand, and I'll just practice by practicing for the exam. So yeah, attend lectures. Especially, another thing is that as you move on, unless if you're in first year, I don't think they have marks allocated to lectures, but second year and third year, they do have a certain percentage of your semester mark or your year mark allocated to lectures. Sometimes it's 5%, sometimes it's 3%, but that 5% can be a difference between your distinction and your non-distinction, or your pass and your fail. So attend lectures. You need that 5%. We all need that 5%. It's a free 5%. You have to attend lectures anyway, so the 5% is like a bonus. Okay. Anyway, number 8 is prepare a study timetable from the beginning and stick to it. And by from the beginning, I mean the first week of class. You have your learner guides that will have all the information about all the tests that you're going to write, the dates that you're going to write them. So make sure that you have a piece of paper, write down all your modules, write down their test dates and everything, and make a study timetable. There is a point. I mean, you can save the semester, you can redeem yourself or whatever, but it's more useful if you prepare a study timetable from the beginning and learn discipline and follow it all the way consistently. You will realize that it's so much easier to study for the exam when you have been sticking and you've been consistently studying throughout the semester. It's chef's kiss. But a lot of people want to do a study timetable during study week, and by that time you have mountains and mountains of work, and it just feels like you're fighting for your life, which is not always pleasant. But yeah, study timetable from the beginning. I think I mentioned my study partner Abby. I hope she doesn't mind me sharing this, but she has scheduled her life her week literally by the hour of every day. She knows what she's doing from Monday 5 a.m. to whatever time she goes to sleep. She schedules by the hour, you know, what time she eats and what time she studies, assignments, everything. She's so organized, and I suffer well that. Obviously, for me personally, it wouldn't work because I have work. She also has work, but you know, it's different. But yeah, man, I love the discipline. She's very inspiring. So yeah. Anyway, moving on. Number 9, this is more specifically for my final years fellow students, is to plan for your future. Like, start researching the companies that you want to go into, bursaries you want to get for your postgrad, jobs that you want to do, requirements. Your marks matter in your third year. Like, they are important. So start planning for your future and make sure that your daily activities are contributing towards you reaching those goals that you have set, as in set goals, you know. I have been, when I came to UJ, from the first year, I went to all the lecturers and I was asking, so what's been your journey to being a lecturer? Did you want to be a lecturer, or like did you what's the story? Did you not like corporate, you know? And I have been asking, and I'm like, guys, I don't know what I want to do with my life. And they're like, no, wait until you're in third year and it will kick in, like you will just know. And I'm in third year and I still don't know. they were like, no, you'll have that one module that is gonna, like, you're gonna love. I don't have that module. Guys, I love all my modules, like, I'm not even lying. But anyway, that's point number 9, is to plan for the future. Just a little reminder, if you've made it this far, thank you so much. If you haven't subscribed, please make sure that you subscribe. I will try by all means to include more academic stuff. And yeah, point number 10, take care of your mental health. So important. Oh my God, it hurts me to think about all the people that we have lost to suicide this year just at UJ. It's so heartbreaking. Like, oh my God. Yeah, it's really heartbreaking, I won't lie. But take care of your mental health. Shout out for help if you need help. Like, I'm sure there's psychology departments in every university. Go there. I was in therapy the entire semester, the entire first semester, and it was so helpful. I attended therapy weekly, and I would go to my therapist and be like, yo dude, I've had the longest day. Like, this test that I just wrote, I feel like, you know, like, we talked about everything. We talked about God, we talked about school, we talked about relationships, past traumas, everything. It was so fulfilling. And yeah, she finally was like, no man, you're good, like, go back to society. No man, but on the real, like, take care of your mental health. Do whatever that you need to do to make sure that you stay sane. School is a lot, and also having to juggle school and your life is also a lot. So make sure that you take care of your mental health. Go for a run if you need to, join the gym if you need to, take art classes, whatever you can. Sleep. I sleep. Ooh, I love sleep. No, don't sleep and be useless though. Sleep and study. Yeah, you know, read the word of God if you must. I mean, you should, but not if you must. You should go to church, you know. What's the other thing I was gonna mention? I forgot the other thing. Oh, go to the mall. The mall is fun. And go to those home shops and just window shop. I miss doing that. I used to do that a lot. But anyway, besides the point. But yeah, do what you need to do. You know, I eat my sorrows. Like, I will go to the mall and go eat. Gee, like, I have money when I don't even, but it's like, that would last 150. I will spend 140 so I can eat, and then call my sister and be like, I don't have money to, that is oversharing. Like, I don't have money to go home. Can you, like, yeah, that has happened multiple times. Because, okay, Anyway, thank you guys for coming to my channel. Thank you for subscribing. Guys, I would like to get monetized before the end of the year, from my mouth to God's ears. But anyway, yeah, thank you so much if you made it this far. I hope some of these tips are gonna help you, and even if they don't help you, I hope they help just one person. You know, I would love to make people's academic lives a little easier, which is why I became a tutor in the first place, because I feel like I have learned a lot over the 8 years of my university life, and I would love to share what I have learned, and I would love to make someone else's life a little easier. So yeah, comment down below what you have learned in university, or you know, whatever you want to share. I would love that. Please give this video a thumbs up. Yay. Okay, I'll see you guys. Bye.